Hi, welcome. This is a how-to training video to make your Microsoft PowerPoint presentation Section 508 compliant. At the end of this training video, you will be able to learn the basics on how to make your document Section 508 compliant. In this video, I am using a PowerPoint presentation that contains intentional errors and is not Section 508 compliant. Let's get started. First, click on the File tab located on the top left corner. Hover over Info, then scroll down to Check for Issues and click Accessibility. Next, the Accessibility checker will appear on the right side of the window screen with an inspection results listing any errors, warnings, and tips to make your document Section 508 compliant. What is great about the Accessibility checker is that it will let you know in which slide the error is located. The first error to address is the missing alternative text. Let's click on Picture 4 to highlight and identify. It is imperative to fix because alternative text for images and other objects is very important for people who can't see the screen. Screen readers read alternate text aloud, so it's the only information many have about the image. Good alternate text helps them understand the image better. To add alternative text to an image, simply click on Picture 4 to highlight the image, then right-click, scroll down to Format Picture, then click Size and Properties, then scroll down to Alt Text. And here you are able to type in a title and a description to help someone that is visually impaired or blind understand the image in your presentation. Once you've entered the alternative text for Picture 4, go ahead and click on Picture 3 and repeat the same steps. If you look over at the accessibility checker, both of the missing alternate text errors have been resolved, and you can now close the Format Picture pane. Moving on to the missing slide title errors. The missing slide title is important to fix because slide titles are used for navigation and selection by those who are not able to view the slide. To highlight and identify the first missing slide title, click on Slide 1. You have two ways to fix this issue. The first option is to add a visible slide title. The first step is to click Reset on the Home tab to restore the slide placeholders for the selected slide. Step 2 is to type a unique name in the title text box which appears. If you do not want the title created above to be visible, click the selection pane on the Arrange menu located on the Home tab. Then click on the eye icon next to the slide title text box to toggle its visibility. Excellent. As you can see, we've added a slide title, but it is not visible. However, someone who is visually impaired or blind will still be able to know that there is a slide title for the cover page. For the second missing slide title, click on Slide 2 to identify. For this slide, I will actually split this into two and make what is Section 508 compliance the title. To add a new slide title placeholder, scroll up to the Home tab and click Reset in the slide section. Now simply just type in your title. I will delete the question from the second text box so it won't be repetitive. Moving on to Slide 4. When you are all done with the missing slide title, you can close out the selection pane to the right. Moving on, let's take a look at the unclear hyperlink text under warnings. It is important to fix hyperlinks because they give people a clear understanding of the destination, so they can choose whether to follow the link or not. Click on Content Placeholder 2 to highlight and fix. Next, highlight the text that you would like to hyperlink. Scroll up to Insert and hover over Link and click it. In the Text to Display box, type a phrase that will describe the link's destination. In this case, type S31 Help Desk homepage. Then click OK. Now that you've added a hyperlink, let's go back and edit the text. If you look over to the right under the accessibility checker, you can now see that the unclear hyperlink text warning is gone. Next, let's take a look at the check reading order. It is important to fix because people who cannot view the slide will hear the slide text, shapes, and content read back in a specific order. You should verify that the reading order and labels will make sense in the order they will be read back. To check the reading order of the content, switch to the Home tab, click Arrange, and choose the selection pane. Here, the selection pane lists the objects on the slide. According to PowerPoint, each item will be read back from bottom up, so make sure that each item is in order. Correct any out-of-order items using the reorder arrows on the top of the pane. To rearrange any item, simply click it and PowerPoint will highlight it, and you can move it up and down the pane so that it reads from bottom up. Once you've verified that each item is in order, we can move on to the next slide. Here you basically need to do the same steps that were done in slide 1. Let's click on Title 4 and make the slide title invisible so that it is not apparent, but it will be read to someone that is visually impaired or blind. Once you've verified manually the reading order for all of the items on your presentation, you can close out the selection pane on the right. As a tip, in the future, if you put content only in the slide placeholder text boxes, you can be confident information will be read back correctly. At this point, if you look at the accessibility checker, all issues have been resolved and manually verified. Your document is now Section 508 compliant in PowerPoint. People with disabilities should not have difficulty understanding your document. Thank you for watching this tutorial video. If you have any questions or would like to schedule a one-on-one training, email the S31 Help Desk at s31adminhelpdesk@dot.gov or submit a ticket request on the S31 Help Desk homepage. Thank you.